Hello everyone, my name is Imagine, and I am a reporter of Ishara's. He is passionate about developing computational technologies, and I'm here to bring you stories about his work. Today's story is no different. I hope you'll find it interesting and enjoyable. It rained on and off throughout the day. Ishara had been thinking of something new to do since the morning, but hadn't come up with any ideas. He remembered his final research project for his degree. He decided to work on it, so he opened his laptop to do some work on the research at the campus. Once he opened the Start menu, his attention was immediately drawn to the YouTube icon. Given that he was logged into his account, he knew that YouTube was personalized with content aligned with his opinions, likes, and desires. He has already scrolled quite far down. Today, he didn't watch as many travel videos as usual, but instead, he spent some time watching game developing showcases and enjoyed them. He thought, why don't I give it a try? He came up with the plan. He knew that Unity was a little trouble, so he carefully considered how to approach the situation effectively while also gaining valuable insights. Finally realized that C++ and SDL2 is the best and set everything. Well, he has successfully created a window for displaying C++. He decided to develop a miniature golf game with unlimited levels. In this game, the stone tower stands at different places in the field. The golf ball and the hole are located at random location. Golf stick power load when mouse click down anywhere on the grass. Then the click-up force can be transferred to the golf ball. The golf ball begins to move with friction. It's mean the player can adjust the ball's direction and speed using the mouse. The upper left corner shows the number of times the golf ball hit the stone towers before the player put the ball into the hole. Upon successfully sinking the golf ball into the hole, the game will progress to the next level. Now, he needs his idea brought to reality. Wait, I'll explain everything, okay?
Look at me sometimes like all you want.
First, let's analyze the code structure. It consists of constants and variables, function prototypes, initialization functions, closing functions, object position randomization, event handling, ball movement and collision, rendering graphics, and main function. Now that you have a basic understanding of the game program, it's time to methodically examine each aspect of the code structure. Constants and variables. Here, declare the variables for the screen dimensions, ball and hole sizes, ball speed and friction, and bounce count. Additionally, use an enumeration to define 4 states: start screen, game running, game completed, and game exit. In function prototypes, the code declares several function prototypes for initializing the game, handling events, updating the ball's position, rendering graphics, and managing game states. In initialization function, the init function initializes SDL, SDL image, and SDL_TTF for graphics and font rendering. It also initializes the SDL mixer for audio. If any initialization fails, it prints an error message and returns false. Object position randomization. The randomize object positions function places obstacles, the ball and the hole, at random positions on the screen while ensuring they do not overlap. This is done using a helper function that checks for rectangle overlaps. Event handling. The handle events function processes user inputs. It handles quitting the game, starting the game, moving the ball, and resetting the game state. Mouse events are captured to determine the direction and force of the ball when clicked. Ball movement and collision. So here, update ball position function updates the ball's position based on its velocity. It applies friction to slow the ball down and checks for collisions with the hole and obstacles. The check collision function uses SDL's built-in collision detection to determine if the ball intersects with any objects. The reflect ball off object function adjusts the ball's position and velocity when it collides with an obstacle. Rendering graphics. The render function is responsible for drawing the game elements on the screen, including the background, ball, obstacles, and the hole. It also displays the bounce count using SDL2 for text rendering. Main function. The main function initializes the game, sets up the ball's initial position and velocity, and enters the main game loop. It continuously handles events, updates the game state, and renders the graphics until the game is exited. This C++ code implements a basic interactive game using the SDL library. It encompasses initialization, event handling, collision detection, and rendering, allowing for a simple yet engaging gameplay experience. The structure is modular, with functions dedicated to specific tasks, making it easier to manage and extend the game in the future. While the future of this game's development remains uncertain, it's worth noting that it originated as a byproduct of his campus research project. Isn't it fascinating how unexpected and interesting things can occur as we work toward our main goals? So the future is up to you guys. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch up you in the next development.